అది రికార్డింగ్ రావాలి సార్ కాసేపు ఇప్పుడు చూడండి లైవ్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది ఒక నిమిషం దీని టికెట్ రాలేదు
రిఫ్రెష్ చేయండి.
స్టార్ట్ చేసుకుంటాం సార్. Hi everyone, good morning. In yesterday's class, we discussed certain things. Okay, just we'll revise the previous concept and we will move into the today's concept. Before moving into the today's discussion, yesterday we discussed as per costing, business can be classified into or business industries can be classified into two types. Number one, manufacturing industry. Number two, service industry. Clear? What is a manufacturing industry, sir? Very simple, sir. If any organization having objective to convert raw material into finished good, such industry will be referred as manufacturing industry. To render any appropriate services to their customers or our clients, we can call it as such organization. Those organizations having objective like that, such organization will be referred as service oriented organization. We already discussed why to study this subject. My dear friend, please remember, costing journey will be started from group 1, will carry forward to group 2 CMA inter as well as CMA final. It means costing journey ends with your academic journey. Without costing, we can't presume our life. Why? Because we are studying CMA, cost management accounting. In name itself indicating costing is most relevant for our professional life as compared to remaining subjects. Okay. Why to study this subject means don't presume these reasons only for group 1, not like that. Entire costing, the word costing, where it will be studying, the entire costing will be studied only with the help of 5 objectives, only 5 objectives. Remember, my dear friend, these 5 objectives not only for group 1, it will be helpful for group 2, it will be helpful for CMA final level costing also. What are the 5 objectives? Entire 5 objectives can be classified into two types: primary objective, secondary objective. What is the primary objective? To know selling price, to know total cost, to know profit. Next, cost control and cost reduction. This is the primary objective, this is the secondary objective. We discussed regarding manufacturing cost, the term called as manufacturing cost. Manufacturing cost means any cost which is incurred by the organization. For what purpose, my dear friend? For purpose of either manufacture of goods or rendering of certain services. If any one of the, for the purpose of any one of the objective, they incurring any cost, such cost shall be referred as manufacturing cost. What is meant by any cost, my dear friend? Any cost means total cost, my dear friend. Any cost means total cost. Clear? Excellent. Now, any cost means total cost. Total cost can be segregated into two types. We already discussed: direct cost, indirect cost. Direct cost can be classified into 3 types: direct material, direct labor, direct expense. Indirect cost can be classified into 3 types: indirect raw material, indirect labor, indirect expense. All direct costs will be referred as prime cost. All indirect costs shall be referred as overhead. Overhead can be categorized into two types based on the function, based on the variability. Based on the function, three types, my dear friend: POH, AOH, SOH. Prime cost plus POH. If you add, you will get factory cost. Factory cost plus AOH. If you aggregate, result will be referred as COGP. COGP and add SOH. We will get cost of sales over our total cost, and then add profit. We will get sales. Entire this chart is converted into statement is called, such statement is called cost sheet. Clear. What is the cost sheet? We drafted in yesterday class. Sir, you getting might be doubt. Sir, is this real cost sheet? Answer is yes, based on certain assumption. What is assumption, sir? Very simple, my dear friend. There is no opening WAP. There is no closing WAP. There is no opening stock of finished good. There is no closing stock of finished good. If these assumptions are valid, this is a cost sheet. If such assumptions are invalid means in certain cases opening work in progress might be exist. In certain cases closing work in progress might be exist. In certain cases opening stock of finished good, closing stock of finished good might be exist. In that scenario, this cost sheet might be changed. Clear. So we can conclude that this cost sheet cost sheet based on certain assumptions. What assumption, my dear friend? Opening WAP value is equal to 0. Value of closing WAP is equal to 0. Opening stock of finished good is equal to 0. Closing stock value of finished good is equal to 0. If these assumptions are correct, then this is a cost sheet. If these assumptions are invalid, it means opening WAP 10,000 is there, closing WAP 2,000 is there, then in that scenario, this cost sheet minorly they are changed. Not so much significant, slightly changed. How it will be changed and where it will be changed, why such place only it will be changed, we will discuss under the chapter name called cost sheet. No need to worry, my dear friend. Excellent. Before moving into the discussion, we can conclude that in yesterday class itself, material chapter, labor chapter, direct expense chapter, overhead chapter, name it as elements of cost. What, my dear friend? Elements of cost. These elements of cost will be helpful to fill up the what? Cost sheet. To fill up what, man? Cost sheet. Clear. This cost sheet knowledge applicable into various industries is called methods of costing. Elements of costing, methods of costing, both the things will be helpful to achieve our primary objective. Sir, what about secondary objective? No need to, my dear friend. Secondary objective can be achieved with the help of techniques of costing. What is the techniques of costing? Standard costing, marginal costing, we can call it as absorption costing. So many techniques are there. It might be covered under CMA final. For example, Kaizen costing, target costing, throughput costing. So many techniques, especially traditional techniques as well as new techniques, will be covered under CMA final. For as of now, at CMA inter level, these three techniques will be only there. Clear. Before moving into the standard costing, we have to learn budgetary control. Why? Like that, we will discuss under concern chapter. No need to worry. But remember, budgetary control never be treated as techniques of costing. Budgetary control, it's not a techniques of costing, it is just like a chapter. Such chapter will be helpful for variance analysis. So what is meant by variance analysis? No need to worry, my dear friend, this is not a correct platform to discuss regarding variance analysis. How standard costing is linked with budget, how budget is linked with marginal, will be discussed under concerned chapter. No need to worry. Clear? And how to record the transaction? The art of recording costing transaction is called cost bookkeeping. Under cost bookkeeping, three chapters will be covered. We already discussed regarding in the earlier class. Is it clear? Excellent. In today's class, we will discuss some more topics. First, meaning of cost. What my meaning of cost? Listen carefully, my dear friend. The term cost, the term cost can be defined by SEMA UK as well as our board ICMAI. Okay. SEMA UK. Cost means cost or expenditure incurred by organization for purpose of manufacturing of goods or render certain services. Render what, my dear friend? Certain services. Come on, my dear friend. What is meant by cost? Cost means an expenditure incurred by the organization for the purpose of manufacturing of goods or rendering of certain services is called cost, which includes opportunity cost. Which includes what, my dear friend? Opportunity cost. Is it clear? Is it clear? Excellent. Then what about ICMA definition? What about ICMA definition? ICMAI also same definition, almost similar definition is there, but slightly they changed. What they changed? Listen. Cost means cost or expenditure incurred by the organization for the purpose of manufacturing of goods or rendering of certain services is called cost, which includes opportunity cost subject to following conditions. I hope you got the difference. I hope you got the difference. Sir, I didn't get any difference between SEMA UK and ICMA definition. No need to worry, I will reveal. If you observe properly, opportunity cost is a form part of cost. Who told? SEMA UK told. ICMA told opportunity cost is form part of cost subject to following conditions. I will impose certain conditions. If such conditions is followed, then only opportunity cost is form part of cost. Otherwise, if conditions are failed or our conditions are not satisfied, then such opportunity cost never be treated as form part of cost. I hope you got the difference. Very, very simple, my dear friend. Till now, if you are not getting clarity, very simple. Don't think what is meant by opportunity cost. Don't think like that. I will reveal one by one, stage by stage. Clear? Please follow my direction. Please follow my classroom lectures. Okay. Sir, under the terminology of cost, opportunity cost is always form parts without any condition. If conditions are imposed, CMA board. If conditions are not imposed, SEMA UK board. Is it clear? Then what is the conditions? What is the conditions? Now we have to discuss conditions. Condition number 1. Such opportunity cost arise during the business or profession. Next, condition number 2. Such opportunity cost can be measured in terms of money. In terms of money. Both conditions should satisfy, or either condition number 1 or condition number 2. Not like that. All the condition. Starting itself, we clearly mentioned following conditions should be satisfied, not any one of the condition. It means, my dear friend, what is the condition number 1? Such opportunity cost is arise for the purpose of business or profession. Number 1. Number 2, such opportunity cost can be measured in terms of money. For example, company is growing with the efforts made by the CEO. CEO came to the office early morning 5 o'clock. Why? Such a CEO having assumption that this is our company, we have to grow, like that they are thinking. Okay, CEO sacrificed his personal life. Okay, such CEO, whatever sacrificing or whatever opportunity cost, can I record into the books of costing? Two conditions should be satisfied. Condition number 1, CEO efforts for the purpose of business. Yes. CEO personal life, can I measure in terms of money? No. It means condition number 2 again failed. Condition number 1 might be satisfied. Condition number 2 failed. Therefore, in the given example or previous example, we should not record CEO efforts. Clear? Now tell me, my dear friend, what is meant by the terminology of cost? Very simple. Cost means any expenditure or cost which is incurred for the purpose of manufacturing of goods or rendering of certain services is called cost. However, cost including opportunity cost. If this definition is end, that definition will be referred as SEMA UK. If definition will continue, the definition will be referred as ICMAI. The definition is continued subject to condition. Subject condition means, my dear friend, if the following conditions are satisfied, then only opportunity cost is form part of cost. Okay. Now we time to discuss. Time has came to discuss the terminology of opportunity cost. You are thinking, my dear friend, sir, what is meant by opportunity cost? No need to worry. Time has came. We will reveal the discussion regarding what is meant by opportunity cost. What is meant by opportunity cost? Question mark. Okay. Opportunity cost, also known as sacrificing cost. What, my dear friend? What is meant by opportunity cost? Alternative name in MCQs might be. Chances is there to test your knowledge. What is meant by opportunity cost? Opportunity cost, alternative name, sacrificing cost. Very simple, my dear friend. The term, if you observe the terminology of wording, sacrificing cost, please study in the reverse manner. Cost, sacrifice, over. It means sacrificing cost means cost which is arise due to sacrificing. Sir, I am not getting. No need to worry. I will discuss elaborately. Very simple, my dear friend. While practically thinking, while taking a decision, okay, I have 4 options. Which option I have to choose? I will think option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. Which option is better? I will think and I will choose. Remaining 3 options I sacrifice. Such Three options cost will be sacrificing cost. Three options cost will be sacrificing cost. Very simple. While making a decision, I have more than one option. More than one option. Out of such options, I will select one best option. Remaining three options or remaining options I will eliminate. I will forego. I will chodo. Clear. Such cost will be referred as sacrificing cost. Clear. For example, for example, Mr. A, he's a student. Okay, he qualified MBBS. He qualified MBBS. Every professional having two options. They can go for job in a hospital as a doctor, or he can open his own practice in the name of hospital. Clear. It means Mr. A completed his MBBS degree. He's in his career, they have two options, whether to go for job or whether to go for hospital. Hospital means own hospital. We have to construct own hospital or we have to go for job. This is the dilemma in the view of Mr. A. If he go for job, he will get, just assumption, 10 lakh per annum. What ma? 10 lakh per annum. If option number 2, he will get 15 lakh per annum. Which option is best? Obviously, practice option best. Listen carefully. In the view of Mr. A, just assume, in the view of Mr. A, he will get 15 lakh after sacrificing of 10 lakh. After sacrificing of what ma? 10 lakh. This 10 lakh is called opportunity cost. I lose my opportunity to select this option. I lose my opportunity to select which option? Better option. Is it clear? Clear up. So, very simple, my dear friend. Very simple. Here, if you listen carefully, it will be easily understood. Whatever cost is sacrificed, whatever option is sacrificed, such sacrificing, when by opting best alternative, remaining options will be referred as opportunity cost or sacrificing cost. I hope you clear. Otherwise, we will consider one more example. One more example. Listen carefully. A, B, C and Co. It means Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. Three persons are the partners in ABC and Co. They are running textile business. Which business? Textile business. In just assume Vijayawada. Just assume Vijayawada. ABC and Co. textile business, they are running Vijayawada since 9 years. They are running a business since 9 years and having bank balance in the name of ABC and Co. is 2 crores. On such 2 crore, they earning interest rupees 10 lakh. Just assume. Don't think in the way of, oh, I invested 2 crore, I will get 10 lakh. What is the interest? Which bank? No need to worry. We will learn just example for sacrificing cost. Think in that manner. Don't think in the way of like a FM. I invest 2 crore, I will get 10 lakh. How it possible? How I know? Okay, just I am taking hypothetical values to understand the terminology of opportunity cost. Is it clear? Okay. 10 lakh, and in the year of 10th, they successfully 9 years completed in Vijayawada. They are in the year of 10th, otherwise, in the 10th year, they are thinking to open new branch at Chennai. They are thinking to open new branch at Chennai. They are analyzing if branch open means they require rupees 2 crore. They require how much? 2 crore. If branch not open, rupees 2 crore not required. This is the option number 1, option number 2. They are thinking, just thinking. If I open the branch, how much money required? 2 crore. Why? Capital of such branch might be rental agreement purpose. They have to deposit to the some amount to the landlord. Certain employees we have to recruit, and so many expenses are there. Just think 2 crore required for per annum. They are thinking whether to go for option number 1 or option number 2. Just assume such branch is opened and earning rupees 14 lakh. Rupees 14 lakh. This is a story. Okay. Now tell me, if branch is open, how much I got? 14 lakh. If branch is not opened, not yet started, then how much I got? 10 lakh. How 10 lakh? Without starting a branch, how can I get 10 lakh? You forgot the story. If I am not opening branch, the bank balance 2 crore will be same. I will not withdraw bank balance. I will get 10 lakh. In this case, if I open branch, I will get 14 lakh after sacrificing of 10 lakh. It means 4 lakh only I will get extra if I took decision to open the branch. I hope you got the clarity regarding what? Opportunity cost. Is it clear? Now tell me, what is meant by opportunity cost, my dear friend? What is meant by opportunity cost? What? Opportunity cost means cost arise during the business, and having multiple options, and having what? Multiple options, and selecting one best option after sacrificing remaining options is called opportunity cost or sacrificing cost. Now tell me, this 10 lakh, can I record into books of accounts? As per SIMA, no need to doubt. We can straightforwardly tell such 10 lakh will be formed part of cost. But as per ICMAI, as per our Indian culture, two conditions should be satisfied. This 10 lakh arise during the course of business? Yes, condition number 1 passed. Can I measure in terms of money? Yes. Two conditions are satisfied. This 10 lakh can record as opportunity cost. Can record as what cost, ma'am? Opportunity cost. I hope you enjoy the class and you got the clarity on discussion regarding the terminology of opportunity cost, ORR, sacrificing cost. Before moving into the next topic, Please tell me if anyone having doubt. Anyone having doubt? No. I think you got the clarity. Now, we'll focus on cost classification. What ma? Cost classification. Listen clear, my dear friend. Cost classification based on behavior, or we can call it as based on decision making. Based on behavior, based on decision making. What? Number one, fixed cost. Number two, variable cost. Number three, semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost. Next, sunk cost. Opportunity cost. Clear now? On the basis of behavior, three terminologies is there. On the basis of decision making, five terminologies are there. Is it clear? Okay. We will learn one by one. The terminology of fixed cost. First one. Fixed cost means cost which is fixed irrespective of level of output is called fixed cost. Listen carefully, my dear friend. What is meant by fixed cost? Fixed cost means, come on, cost which is fixed. Cost which is fixed. Fixed means constant. Okay. Cost which is fixed irrespective of level of output. What is the terminology of irrespective of level of output? For example, if my cost is equal to 10,000, 10 for the 10,000 units, it means, my dear friend, it means units rupees. If I produce 10,000 units, I incur rupees 10,000 rupees. If I produce 1 lakh units, I will incur 10,000 rupees only. If I produce 8,000 units, I will incur 10,000 rupees only. It means whether my production is increase or decrease, cost never be changed. It will be fixed. It will be what, ma? Fixed. Now tell me, my dear friend, if my output is increased, cost will be same. If my output is decreased, cost will be same. If output is same, cost will be same. It means such cost is never be linked with the production activity. Never be linked with the production activity is called fixed cost. Sir, for example, for the purpose of knowing clarity, example rent. If I committed rent of rupees 10,000, I produce 10,000 units. How much I have to pay landlord? 10,000. If I produce 1 lakh units, how much I have to pay to the landlord? 10,000. If I produce 8,000 units only in a month, how much I have to produce? How much I have to pay? 10,000. If I not produce anything, how much I have to pay? 10,000. It means we can conclude that this cost never be depend upon level of output. Never be depend upon level of output. Is it clear, my dear friend? Excellent. Now tell me, what is the fixed cost? Fixed cost means cost which is fixed irrespective of level of output is called fixed cost. Next, second, by seeing the question paper, what, my dear friend? By seeing the question paper. Okay, how to know whether such cost is fixed or not? This is a question mark before the student in the examination hall, not in the classroom. Clear? So, for the sake of clarification, we have to discuss or we have to study nature of the fixed cost. Nature of the fixed cost. I will impose two conditions. Condition number one, condition number two. If these two conditions are satisfied, if these two conditions are satisfied, then frankly speaking, we can conclude that it's a fixed cost. Clear? What is the condition number one? Cost in totality is fixed. Cost in totality what man? Fixed. Or are same. Or are constant. Or are constant. Cost per unit. What ma? Change. Per unit wise cost change. Total wise cost constant or are same. If these two conditions are satisfied, such cost will be referred as fixed cost. Such cost will be referred as what cost? Na? Fixed cost. Is it clear? Clear? Excellent. Before moving into the another definition, we will revise definition and we will move into the another thing. What is a fixed cost? Fixed cost means cost which is fixed irrespective of the level of output is called fixed cost. What is the nature of fixed cost? If two conditions are satisfied, then such cost can be concluded as fixed cost. Now we will focus on variable cost. Variable cost. Variable cost means cost which varies or are change or are fluctuate depends upon level of output is called variable cost. What is meant by variable cost, my dear friend? Variable cost means cost varies or are change or are fluctuate. It means they are fluctuate. Fluctuate means might be increase, might be decrease. Both cases don't presume. Fluctuate means only increase. It might be increase, it might be decrease. Okay. When it will be increased, when it will be decreased is purely depends upon level of production or level of output. Such fluctuated or change or varies cost will be referred as variable cost. Variable cost. Clear? Next. By seeing the question paper, how to know whether given cost in the question paper, is it fixed cost or variable cost? We have to study nature of the cost. We have to study what ma? Nature of the cost. Same. Condition number one, condition number two. If both conditions are satisfied, such cost shall be referred as variable cost. What is the condition number one? Cost in totality. What? Change. In total wise, it is change. We can call it as fluctuate. Or we can call it as varies. Cost per unit wise constant. If condition number 1, condition number 2 satisfied, then we can conclude that such cost shall be variable cost. Such cost shall be variable cost. Is it clear? Excellent. Now, sir, you might be wondering, sir, why you are discussing nature of the cost of variable? Why are you discussing nature of the fixed cost? Will get clarity and having relevance in the chapter of budgetary control, especially preparation of flexible budget. If you listen budgetary control chapter, you will get to know importance of the terminology of fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost. Why? Because without knowledge of fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost, we can't draft flexible budget based on the question paper requirement. If question paper specifying certain items, we have to identify first whether it is fixed or whether it is variable, whether it is semi-variable. Then only it is possible to draft flexible budget. No need to worry. Whatever discussion is going on regarding variable cost, fixed cost, semi-variable cost, it will be having high weightage or high importance in the latter stage in different chapters. Clear? Next, we have to discuss semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost. What is meant by semi-variable cost? Semi-variable cost means cost neither fixed nor variable is called semi-variable cost. It's called semi-variable cost. You got my point? What is meant by semi-variable cost? Just sorry for the inconvenience. What is a semi-variable cost? Semi-variable cost means cost which neither fixed, it's not a fixed cost, nor a variable. It's not a fixed cost, it's not a variable cost. Then it automatically it will be referred as semi-variable cost. Semi-variable cost also known as total cost. Semi-variable cost is also known as what, ma? Total cost. Clear? Therefore, semi-variable cost is equal to total cost. Total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Total fixed cost plus total variable cost. Is it clear? Okay, it means in semi-variable, fixed cost portion will be there, variable cost portion will be there. If you aggregate, such cost shall be referred as semi-variable cost. I hope you got my point. Clear? Now, biggest question mark. In certain cases, question paper is asking, please segregate semi-variable cost into fixed and variable. Fixed and variable. How to segregate? Why segregation concept is there? See, in semi-variable cost, total fixed cost also there, total variable cost also there. But how much fixed cost is there? How much variable cost is there? We have to learn how to segregate the semi-variable cost. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, before concluding the today's class, if anyone having doubt, please let me know. I will clarify and conclude the today's class. In tomorrow class, we'll discuss regarding segregation of semi-variable cost. Such segregation will be helpful for the chapter of overhead. What chapter? Overhead. For the chapter of marginal costing. For the chapter of budgetary control. For the chapter of introduction. It means one topic, four chapters. One topic, four chapter. One shot, four words. Same like that. Clear? Is it clear? Before concluding the today's class, I'm asking any doubts. You can put your doubts in the chat box. We will resolve and conclude the today's session. I hope just wait. I got the one comment. Explain the marginal cost once, please. My dear friend, marginal cost is also known as variable cost. Okay, explain the marginal cost once, please, in Telugu. My dear friend, please understand this is a English batch. We can't explain in Telugu, but on the request of the student, I will explain in my mother language. Okay, on the basis of only request from the student. ఏం లేదమ్మా, వేరియబుల్ కాస్ట్ అంటే ఏం లేదు, కాస్ట్ పెరుగుతుంటుంది తగ్గుతుంటుంది. దేని మీద బేస్ చేసుకోనమ్మా అంటే ప్రొడక్షన్ మీద. ఇప్పుడు ప్రొడక్షన్ పెరిగిందనుకో కాస్ట్ పెరుగుతుంది, ప్రొడక్షన్ తగ్గిందనుకో కాస్ట్ తగ్గుతుంది. దాన్ని వేరియబుల్ కాస్ట్ అంటారమ్మా. వేరియబుల్ కాస్ట్ ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ నేమ్ మార్జినల్ కాస్ట్ అంటారు. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? Sumant, is it clear? I am seeing your comment. Please tell me whether it is clear or not. Excellent. Thank you so much, ma. We will meet in next class. Have a nice day.